I am totally empathetic to the fact that our industry is pretty badass, and like there's a lot of cool shit going on with like, saws running, and I've been seeing a lot of like climbers swinging from tree to tree, and like, dropping these big old nasty like there's a lot of cool shit that we think is cool. But I want you to think about who you're making your advertisement for. And most of the people that I talk to, or most of our clients, their ideal candidate is, older demographic, has some disposable income, is concerned more about the way that their property looks, and they're not going to be as interested in the badass heavy metal music, watching the oak tree drop, and all this cool shit that we like. They're going to be more interested in how the yard looks beautiful after you're done, how it was a very peaceful and painless process. So make the content for the people that are actually going to be giving you money, not from the guys on your crew, right? Like we're not trying to impress them. We're trying to impress the people that are signing the checks. So keep that in mind. I'll get off my soapbox. So you want to show residential properties if you want homeowners. You want to show big acreage and land clearing if you want those types of jobs. You're going to want to talk about homeowners, landlords, HOAs, verbally saying that in your videos. And an example of an ad would, you could just literally, you could be you pointing at a limb that's hanging over a tree, and you could say, "Hey, do you own a home in Houston and you have trees close to the house?" Most people wait until after a storm, and then it's too late. We specialize in safe removals and trimming for homeowners in Arizona City, whatever you want to say there. Tap for a free estimate, right? That line of "do you own a home in Houston" is your targeting, plus the visuals. So there is no need to overcomplicate your campaign structure. Now, I'm not saying go out and boost posts. We still don't want to boost posts. It doesn't do anything for you. But you can make a very simple campaign, do a lead generation campaign. We like to run things to web forms because we find that Meta has a better understanding of when you set up the disqualifiers. If you've never run Facebook ads, this might be a little confusing, but you can set up a lead ad to do a couple different things. You can drive traffic to your page. You can literally have it go right to a phone call. I do not recommend. You can have it go to a message. I do not recommend. Or you can have it go to a lead form. The only two things that I would really be doing or interested in doing at this stage of the game is running a lead form on Facebook or sending them to some sort of a landing page. Not my home page on my website, but a page that could be a funnel, a free estimate page, something on your website. Those are the only two things that I would really be interested in. And the reason is about sending the information back to Facebook, right? I want to make sure that I have a way to filter out qualified prospects and actually tag them as successful conversions and send that data back to Facebook, Meta, so that Meta will get better at sending me more of those people. If I just do a phone call, Meta has no way to know how that phone call turned out. If I just do Facebook messages, it's not as reliable of filtering out the prospects. You might get a lower cost per interaction with consumer, but your cost for qualified lead is probably going to be higher. It definitely will be higher, and you'll be spending more manpower to filter through all of those things. So lead forms or landing pages, funnels on your website. Those are the only two places that I would drive them to. I would also set up a separate retargeting campaign. So the first campaign would just be a lead campaign. Second campaign would be a retargeting campaign. This would be people that have visited your website, engaged with your Facebook, or watched any of your videos. And you could show like things like your reviews, your before and afters. Basically, the thought process is they've already come into your marketing world. Now your job is just to convince them to get over the hump.